Hello, I'm here to talk to you about proportions. Alright, let's go. So the first thing that you need to know is a proper definition of a proportion. So, I have one for you right here. A proportion is an equation that states that ratios are equal to each other. So, pretty much what that means is you can have two fractions, let's have 1/2 and 2/4, and they're equal to each other. Or, shall I say, they're proportionate to each other. So let's get in a few practice problems so we can fully understand how proportions work. So here we have two fractions, and apparently they're equal to each other. Or we need to see if they are. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to find a common denominator between these two fractions. So how we can do that is we can multiply 3 by 4 and 2 by 4. You have to make sure that you also multiply by the numerator. This number right here needs to be multiplied as well. So what this leaves you with is 8 over 12 is equal to 8 over 12. And who'd have thunk? So that's our answer for this problem. For this next problem, we have a variable. This right here, dang it. This right here is a variable. And we have to solve for that. So first we have to find a common denominator. So to do that, we can multiply these by 3. And that leaves us with 15 over 18 is equal to x over 18. And which makes it safe to say that x is equal to 15. So for this next problem, I want you to do it by yourself. Because I believe that you can do it, and you should too. So, take a few seconds or minutes to solve this problem. You can pause the video if you need to. So, how we solve this problem is we have to multiply 7 by 3. I hope you all made the connection that 7 times 3 is equal to 21. So that's what you need to multiply by to get a common denominator. From there, you just solve and you have 6 over 21 is equal to n over 21, which makes it safe to say that n is equal to 6. There are many different ways for you to solve proportions, but two that I really think that you should know are cross products and equivalent ratios. So let's get started on cross products. So for cross products, what you'd want to do is multiply across the equal sign. So you'd be multiplying 36 times 5 and 12 times x, and that leaves you with 180 is equal to 12 over x. What you just do there is solve, and you divide 12 from both sides so you can isolate x. And what that leaves you with is 15 equals x. Equivalent ratios is pretty much what we've been doing this whole time. It's finding a common denominator. I'm gonna have a special color for this. There we go. So, what you need to do is you have to find a common denominator, alright? For finding the common denominator, you have to multiply 12 by 3 and multiply 5 by 3. And what that leaves you with is 15 over 36 is equal to x over 36. So, with that, you can safely assume that x is equal to 15, which is the exact same answer that we got in the last run of this with cross products. So you know that it works. Thank you so much for listening on this video. I hope that you learned something new, and I really need you to do your homework from Miss Sanders because everything that she does makes math easier, and if you want math to be easier, do what she says. Alright? Alright. Have a good year and good night.